Begin. Oh, the money.
AC for a bit, then Pikmin 2.
No, what is that?
6 hours ago.
6 hours ago.
I hate it.
Eh. Woke up early. Sue me.
Okay.
No, don't sue me. Pushing sugar online? Oh, I just got online 2 minutes ago. Already been on the AC? No, I plan on doing Pikmin this weekend. I just didn't really mention it. I was gonna do it last weekend, but I ended up pushing it this weekend. I forgot about it for a little bit. I'm doing AC in the mornings, Pikmin evening until we finish it. This game looks weird as fuck. You never seen Pikmin before, dude? I gotta turn up the volume. I like their eyeballs and expressions always. Maybe I don't need to turn it up. Pikmin, if you've never seen it, is just like it's like an RTS, man. But a little bit different than, like, you know, heavy duty micro one, like
It's basically StarCraft, just StarCraft and below dicks.
it feels more about exploration.
Interesting setting.
Chill.
Dude, Pikmin 1 is really good, but it has a 30-day in-game limit, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not really super restrictive if you have plenty of spare time. This one has no day limit, except I think like around 200 days it bugs out and ends or something. I don't know. But you have all the time in the world to explore this thing. There's caves you go in, you find treasure, you find fucking all kinds of shit, you find Duracell batteries, you fight things. It's great. It's fucking good.
That's good.
It's comfy. That's important.
I don't know if I've got a true Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3 was good, man. Not a bad game. Batteries!
That is a true Pikmin 3.
Pikmin
It's
3
absolutely
is
a true
totally
game.
fine.
It's just not as good as Pikmin 2.
Pikmin 2 does more content. It's just tighter. I want a Pikmin with co-op. This game has co-op, but it's in a special challenge mode. You do control 2 guys in this, but you do it yourself. Well, 3 guys eventually. You get 3 by default in Pikmin 3. This would be an awesome co-op game if they ever, when they do Pikmin 4. Yeah, we did Pikmin 1 a while ago, which was pretty cool. The 30-day limit was way hard as a kid, because you're not, like, a brainiac, right? But now it was pretty easy this time. This game, you know, you have as long as you want. When you go in the dungeons, it freezes the outside time. Yeah, this game has the best use of product placement, because it actually makes sense. Like, you'll just find, like, Vlasic can jars and weird shit like that, but, like, it makes sense because it's, like, some weird, like, Earth, like, way beyond the future or some shit. So there's just, like, remnants of shit, like Duracell batteries and stuff.
The setting of Overlord is what turns me off it. I don't have any interest in something like that.
Yeah, I have the Overlord games. We'll probably give them a go, but it'd be
Gross.
a bit. Yeah, next time I want to like casual RTS. I want to do like a heavy duty RTS, like Warcraft 3 and shit. But this one's chill. I'm gonna have a chill time today. Hopefully we don't lose too many troops, boys. Game also has a lot more control than Pikmin 1. StarCraft 2, yeah. I figured I'd get into StarCraft 2 once the scene was completely dead. We might do Legacy of the Void. I want to do StarCraft 1's campaign as well. Probably do Command and Conquer and shit, but we gotta get around to it eventually. Goto hates medieval. He hates fantasy.
I do not like Tolkien style medieval. I don't like medieval. At all.
So let me know if you guys need more volume or less, maybe less volume on the mic or something. Right, Goto needs to be louder or something. And this is a comfortable volume for listening. I can adjust as necessary. Souls Medieval. It's like a more of like a gothic horror kind of thing.
Same kind of shit. Like the type of medieval I dislike is a very particular kind. It's stuff like
dwarves and elves
feeling
and
stuff. The closest I can get to medieval and liking it is Fire Emblem. But when you get into like high fantasy medieval shit like Lord of the Rings is they're cool movies, but the setting is bad.
Saw a guy complain to a person I follow that they're not interesting in racing related tweets. Should stop tweeting them. What the fuck? Like, they should stop tweeting at them with things relating to racing? Just like unfollow or block them or something. People are babies, man. Oh no, I can't read this fucking 2-sentence thing on my fucking Twitter feed. So if you don't know the story, because there's a little bit of story. This one's heavier in story comparatively. The first game is Captain Olimar. I guess you're on like a freight mission or like a vacation or something. You get hit by an asteroid. You land on this planet, which is Earth, which you can kind of figure out if you look at it. And you've got 30 days to live before, I don't know what, I don't remember what happens. Your ship gives out or something. So you've got to get all the parts to your ship and rebuild it and escape and get back to your family and shit before everything goes to shit. And so you find these dudes called the Pikmin who are just kind of like indigenous aliens or whatever. Those two things don't go together, do they? But little alien guys with ships, that can reproduce and spawn by using like materials from the world. And so you have like this coexistence where you organize them and teach them to like survive so that then they help you do shit. And I don't know, you just kind of command Pikmin and make your way off the planet. This one story, if you didn't catch the first cutscenes, is the company you work for is going under, and they find out that treasure from this planet sells for a lot. So they say come back to the planet that you just escaped from and collect all the treasure to save the company. So here we are with another employee, Louis, who's like really stupid, but he's fun. He's like a Luigi on roids kind of thing. Am I gonna rage? You? Probably, yeah. We're starting a new game or just continuing. This is new. I've played this as a kid. I might have beat it as a kid. I don't know. There were some dungeons that were just too hard as a kid for me to bother with. So we're playing the whole thing again here, but this is new. Fresh. And we crash landed in this place too, but the ship's alright. So the general idea of the gameplay is you have a giant side. There's assholes of sad dungeons. And the last one's really fucking long. So the kind of general idea of the game is you get Pikmin, you grow more Pikmin, amass like a variety of troops depending on the situation, explore the world, like make shortcuts, find treasure. And this one has a new thing compared to the first one, where there's like dungeons you can go into, and they're not timed. You just have they're just like harder. And then there's like a certain amount of floors and the boss, and you get treasure in them and shit. You have to go. You only have like a day at a time. Like if you at nighttime, all the shit comes out to fuck you up. So you have to go back to your ship at night. And if everybody's not in their ships, then you just lose them. They just get killed. So you have to work in the day. The game's got some challenge, but it's not too bad. Through that involved, yeah. I mean, it's still an RTS. It's more chill than you think once we get going. The first one's a little harder. This one's harder, but the first one's a little more stressful because it's on a timer.
Yeah, the day limit. The day limit is shit. I hate day limits in games. Like Majora's Mask even.
And if you fuck it up, you have to restart the game. Like, there's no, you just rewind it real quick. Like,
yeah,
there's too much to do.
Pretty much, you'll just have to reset your console and load the previous day save in order to make sure you get a part or two that day.
That was Fallout 1.
I tried playing
limit?
Fallout 1, but it wasn't good.
We're gonna do Fallout 1 soon. I just have to get it modded if we need to. You ever seen Little King's story? I think maybe a little bit, but was that one last gen? Each Pikmin have different traits. The reds are like all around. They're immune to fire. The first game only has 3 types. You get the blues, the reds, and the yellows. Yellows you can throw really high. They can pick up bombs, and they're immune to electricity. Blues can go underwater. They're just kind of like generally okay.
Dude, legitimately, I tried to play Fallout 1, and the gameplay turned me right off. It was not enjoyable gameplay, and that was important. I need the gameplay to be good in a game like that.
But in this Pikmin, you get 2 extra types. The purples, who are like sumo fat, and they kick hard ass, man. And you get they're really slow, but they hit really hard. And then you get the whites. They're immune to poison, and they're really quick.
And if they get eaten, they poison things that eat them.
Yeah.
Suicide boys.
Suicide boys.
Also, reds hit 10% harder. Louis.
Oui.
Olimar.
Olimar. Oop. Pikmin 3 is pretty easy. Probably the easiest one all around. The lid technically has a limit because the problem with Pikmin 3 is you don't collect treasure, which is really fun. You collect fruit to stay alive, to drink juice and shit. And there isn't a limited amount of juice, but it's just kind of like, you just kind of go through the campaign. There's no dungeons. Like, it's a good game. I'd recommend playing it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Time-based.
But 2's just so solid.
Fucking cancer. It's bad in Pikmin 1, it's bad in Majora's Mask, it's bad in Atelier especially.
It's okay, Majora's Mask, I think.
Hey, shut up. It's bad in that Final Fantasy 13 that does it. Which one? Which one of it is? I don't remember.
It's horrible. That killed that game for me.
It's bad always. You should not have time limit shit in your video games. All it does is serve to stress out the player.
Unless it's a very short game.
Or if it's like a very brief sequence of time limit, like you have to get out of the room before you fucking die, that's totally fine. I don't mind that or anything.
But like long ass games.
Yeah. Dude, Atelier is fucking like tens of hours long, like probably 30 hours for Atelier Aisha. I played that thing. Like, holy shit, that game's got multiple endings that all hinge on what you do in a time limit, and moving on the map takes time, and I'm just like, fucking kill yourself, devs.
Yeah, it just needs to be done well, and usually it's not done super well. People just kind of put it in there thinking it'll be like interesting, but it's kind of like...
I do mind them when they're well done. I will always mind them. Fuck Majora's Mask. I don't like it.
Turned it up a little bit, boys. If it's too much, let me know. Kind of hard to get it right. I already had like 7, and I put it up to like 10, which I guess is a pretty big boost if you think about it. I turned it down like 1. Turned to 11. It was actually at 11. I'm talking like out of 100. I don't know why everything's just so loud. I like my shit really quiet. Like I have a stream and you can't even see like the volume on there. Dude, the Duracell battery. He was right. It's the first item.
Always right.
He's always right, boys, isn't he?
Product placement in this game is amazing.
Then Duracell, baby. And you go to a bunch of different levels and shit. It's not just like a snow map. I mean, it is designed, yeah, Botanicula. Yeah, it definitely got a similar feel. Maybe they took influence from it, inspiration from it. Pikmin's been around for a while. Not before Samurist and shit. Super bad product placement.
Final Fantasy 15.
I love the fucking.
But ironically, right?
Yeah, yeah. I like the joke of it. The cup noodles, but the cup noodles is like a joke in Final Fantasy 15 though.
It does have other dumb shit though.
The like Coleman shit was stupid, yeah. The Coleman shit.
Yeah, very few games have product placement.
Oh,
of games that have product placement, this is the best.
The last game I played that had really bad product placement was DMC 1 and 2. The fucking, or DMC 2 had the diesel the diesel fucking coats or whatever at the end. I don't know what game had the worst product placement. Product placements look down on pretty hard nowadays and usually not too necessary. I think GTA had crappy shit, but GTA kind of fit. But back in the day, you just see like, you know, Pizza fucking Hut everywhere and stuff like that. Usually it's like tie-ins nowadays. Oh, Shenmue? Yeah. Yakuza probably has an ass load, but they're just mostly Japanese. Fucking Sneak King, yeah. So there's a certain like weight, a certain amount of Pikmin you have to carry shit. You can go over the limit and they move faster. And some dudes in this game can lift more, like the purples. Maybe 35. This is the tutorial, so they don't really let you do much yet. The speedruns for these games are really interesting. This is super optimized. I haven't seen one for 2, but since you have 2 different dudes who can do 2 different, you know, sets of things, it's pretty interesting. You can fight with your main guy too. First day's infinite time also. Yeah, for sure. You know how long it takes for this first fucking battery, man. Holy shit.
Ushiromiya password.
The golden Duracell. We'll probably 100% it, because it's just kind of fun to do. Depends on how hard the last dungeons are and shit.
I mean, you may as well if you're going all the way.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything.
I don't see why I wouldn't.
You do need like 100 purples at one point, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there's a dumbbell that weighs like 2,000.
Oh, I remember the dumbbell.
Oh yeah.
That one's like up above, right? It's not in the dungeon.
Yeah, it's just sitting out in the world, like the fall area. Also, the names for the objects are just amazing.
Oh yeah, they're good jokes about the product. Sonic toy. I'm looking forward to the video games I get to play in Kiwami. There's that cool mech game that I like playing at the arcades, and Virtual Fighter would be kind of fun. Kiwami 2. Your ship does get more beastly as you go. I think at the end, isn't it like gold plated and shit? Once you make enough money. The courage reactor. You can see like the layout of how fucked your dudes got and shit.
Dude, this game has the fucking bestiary too.
The best what?
The bestiary.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude, the Piccolopedia.
That
Oh my god.
The bull board, man. The pellet pose. The pick carrots. I forgot about all this shit. We can like fuck with them.
You can use petrifying spray on them too.
Oh,
Comfy.
cruelty. Oh, good.
Onigashima? What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's a fake go. I was like, wait a second, is that a Higurashi?
Please die.
Yeah, I'm all BP'd out and AP'd out, so I'll probably have to take a little break and educate myself on part 3. Probably just do the 3 million during the stream though. I'm at like 153 million damage, so I really don't need to go for the 6 million. I just need whatever gives me good currency. Dude, everything's really expensive. Like I have like 1200 coral, and it's like 900 just to buy the bones from the shop. Like holy shit. Like I'm gonna have to put some stuff down for sure. Some apples. It's a pain since we're already doing 2 different types of grinding. Now we're gonna have to fucking also apple up pretty hard. If I don't get any weird lag or anything. Might have to like turn down some settings once we start getting a lot of Pikmin. I don't know if it's gonna affect it. Pikmin 1 was fine, but I don't know what settings I had. Maybe I have to make some adjustments already. Like I said, man, I already tested it. Tested like 10-15 minutes into the game earlier. Here we go, man. Oh, and the whole computer freezes.
It is time to build that gaming PC.
Gaming PC.
Yes.
Continue that in a sec, boys. Make some changes. Oh, it has to work here at the beginning. Fast. Alright, Off direct 3D11. Work with the capture on this. Let's find out. Might have to open GL. Not work. Good. Pikmin. It's good stuff, man, but I'm always gonna be partial to the originals, dude. I'm not a massive fan of modern Blizzard music. Hopefully this runs alright. I'm not really like cranking the settings up at all. I forgot they both block at the same time, man. Godly. I don't know if there's anything over here. Yeah, we got a couple things. I don't know if I'm too worried about it. Viva Pinata? I'm never playing another Viva Pinata game. They were fun enough, but I didn't like them enough to play another one. One was enough, man. 100% one or whatever the hell I had to do for the achievements was plenty for me. I'm definitely comfy, but
PP.
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 Let's pick that up after we kill this dude.
Swarm that fuckboy from the back. Fuck him in the ass.
Oh. Ass fucking. Death.
Dude, when you were changing your settings, your CPU exploded, so now you have like 5 extra seconds of delay.
Oh,
That's what
great.
I was testing with those eyes.
Restart the stream, lads.
I love it.
I love it. Give me 1 sec, boys. Alright, 35 for this can. Alright, lads, resetting stream. You ready?